Hello and welcome, viewers of the universe, to this Momentum Technologies production with Vigilante Arts is proud to present an HSJ showcase of the Homeless Sea Creatures in Episode 3, No Trespassing, written by Haydn S. Johnson. Act 1. All you feel is the cold cement holding you in place as you clutch on to your last remaining pieces of cloth. Not even for warmth, just something to hold on to. The cold chill is a nice benefit to oppose the heat of the day. Wind or no wind, brick-shaded spots be an absolute find. It can be bridges next to ditches, shade up, under, beside, and in between branches up too high. Peering out from the world to see, and even onto you. Spring, year 1, day 3, Tuesday. The day only seemed to just have ended. Already the sun ready to rise. Summer will be here soon enough. As we enjoy the final months of spring. Hours before, when the morning watch began, as many slept, many awake doing various things, the homeless sea creatures rest and sleep, mere feet away from immediate danger. Behind the brick, one floor down and below, this building. This shelter has been home to the homeless sea creatures, hiding deep inside the interiors of the building, the homeless sea creatures. Trucks of all shapes and sizes moved about and through the big city, lumbering like dark beasts in the shadow, even internationally. School bus engine starts up, last of the heavy trains moving across major crossings, avoiding the morning traffic in bloom. Ships will be steady as she goes, in and out of the harbor. Some point after forenoon watch, their numbers will be less dense, and the traffic will be minimal, though ever constant. On the streets, a tale of yin and yang as coffee boils in rays of the sunrise. Diesel hums, people snore, people sneeze, alone and all at once. Boats sound their horns, bicycles travel, garbage trucks roar by, people walk and wait. Buses accelerate, bend and dip in unnatural ways. Mothers yawn, dads wake up. Planes will be at a maximum, churring in the sky during the day, only to fly in fewer numbers in the evening. Maybe sound ordinance related, but definitely starting with the criminal trespassing. At the gates of the industrial manufacturing building, a lock and chain secure the entrance, the place the homeless sea creatures have been calling home for the last 2 days. Has come to an end. Sometime past morning watch, the chain link fence gate becomes illuminated with a coy set of headlights. You only see the hands in the waist of the driver. Walks up to the gate. Keys are produced. The lock chains become undone and the gate swings open. Track 1. Guns of Brixton by The Clash begins to play. Trucks and people come rolling into the compound, making little time preparing for the day ahead. The exterior had many less virgin moments left as the homeless sea creatures needed to make a mass exit, and that they did. All through the forenoon watch, the homeless sea creatures made the escape clean, unseen and unheard, and untraceable. Albatross was only just asleep an hour. Penguin had been up all night. Electric Eel was awake and was a part of the beginning evacuation. Using the way they came in, the homeless sea creatures left successfully. Hammerhead luckily found out the location had been compromised while he was on watch making his rounds. Successful in his efforts, he left undetected and gathered the homeless sea creatures. Running through the building, Orca making a whale call, alerting the homeless sea creatures. He climbs back down the ladder to the homeless sea creatures' hidden lair. Alligator was already opening the hatch door to the unknown use of the tunnel. but ever so grateful of the Maker. A1. Dolphin was the last to leave, making sure no one was left. Before meeting everyone outside, closing the hatch door and exiting via by the tunnel. Manatee closing the hatch door himself. Hippo outside, already using the effectiveness of her green tracksuit to spy and supply a successful exit for the homeless sea creatures. Lying in the grass with only her eyes just showing above the grass line. Gray whale in the middle of the pack with starfish and penguin. Great white by Hippo at the tunnel's exit entrance. Octopus chilling just out of sight of blue whale, sea otter, orca, and sea turtle. Walking with dolphin at the rear of the embodiment of the homeless sea creatures, manatee, lobster, stingray, and sea lion make their exit from the tunnel, not their last. The homeless sea creatures have successfully exited the property. As they leave, with some of the homeless sea creatures looking back at the building through the fence, the other homeless sea creatures give a mere glance and away to a beautiful sight. In the new morning light, another day has been given. What a beautiful sight. The construction crews descend into the compound to begin their work, spending most of the day uneventful. Even a food truck coming to the location. The crews would finally find the previous encampment of the homeless sea creatures, with no clues left behind about 14 hours later, and officially recorded at 7 hours after that. Some of the homeless sea creatures found solace in laughing quietly. No one was heartbroken, just a mere another feeling of uncomfortability and a happy again in your day of homeless. The homeless sea creatures find a location to hide their belongings that they cannot carry with them. They're unmovable things of I really can't lose but I cannot carry at the same time. After they pass the vague location of their unmovable things, the homeless sea creatures head toward downtown, armed with backpacks holding the essentials of survival and forward progress, helping them blend into natural environment of civilian society as only to be so lucky in leaving behind their medium to large possessions. A gift, helping them blend in with the clues of homelessness hindering their ability to find success in escaping life on the streets. Smoothly, seamless, glimmeringly, social camouflage. The homeless sea creatures gather at the Alamo, the presidential statue in the fountain spot at the bend of the Bayou River and/or waterway. Take your pick, all is acceptable. At the corner of Passion Street and Community Street with Commerce Avenue and Enterprise Ave, hearing the traffic become dense and silent as it enters the tunnels. Ferries cross and ships at port, far enough away to be romantic but not close enough at the same time. Life teems and hums in and across the big city. Helicopters and planes fly overhead. At the Alamo, the homeless sea creatures pack, repack, and secure themselves for the day's journey ahead. A moment to recognize that, for years, the night owls stay up to keep the evening fires alive for the morning sun to rise, to be able to start the day again. Not much has changed. We work together to survive the night. The wolf is hungry! All getting settled, the homeless sea creatures begin to plan out their day, especially after all the progress made with the final plan being reviewed, adopted, and accepted into common law of the homeless sea creatures. All the homeless sea creatures gather and begin readying themselves for the day ahead. Some still saddened by the event of the morning. Dolphin is using the water of the fountain to wash his face. He breaks out of the water, thrusting his head up, shaking and wiping away leftover water. He opens his eyes and begins to speak. Dolphin: "So, how about breakfast? Anyone?" Some of the homeless sea creatures look up and towards Dolphin, as some continue with their activities, getting ready for the day ahead. Dolphin: "Granted, the said organizations may no longer be serving breakfast, but we can at least confirm the information we have collected." Starfish broke the silence. Penguin sat quietly and thought as the homeless sea creatures began to talk. Starfish. Dolphin. This is exhausting. I know you're being positive, but hippo. But we have to move forward. Orca. Life moves on, not backward. Gray whale. You got that from dolphin. Great white. I'm pretty sure it's from sharks. Manatee. I think it was Donald Draper. Alligator. It's all the above. Stingray. I think it works for boats. Bull shark. It works for planes too. Hammerhead. I guess bicycles as well. Blue whale. Everyone, let's stay focused. It's been a long morning already. Electric eel. I think that was her point. Sea lion. I'm down from a scouting party. The form of scouting party. What leads we have? Or are you planning a heist? Dolphin. Nah. We have the leads mapped out. Dolphin begins to walk over to sea turtle and penguin. Penguin is still quietly thinking. Lobster. I'm a starfish. I'm tired as well. Sea otter. I'm down for an adventure. Octopus. Like homelessness isn't an adventure in itself. Sea turtle. It's a one of a kind and tailored to each. Albatross. Penguin, you with us? Penguin breaking his focus to see an awaiting audience. Penguin grabs his focus and opens his bag and opens his map. Penguin. Sorry, alright. I put this together last night. Penguin unfolds the map and directs the plan of attack of the day. Dolphin, taking lead with everyone's attention, lays out the plan for the homeless sea creatures of today. Dolphin. Okay, everyone. It's a classic game of square. We will split into 4 groups. The basic, north, south, east, and west. Orca. Penguin, you draw this map? Penguin, nah, some guy named Haydn S. Johnson did. I did get it out of the library yesterday. Albatross. Good show, old man. Starfish, you really have nice work. Hammerhead. What's the plan, Dolphin? Dolphin's spreading his hands across the map. Pauses before breaking down the plan for the homeless sea creatures. Dolphin. As I said, we'll be breaking into groups of 4 to comb the city. Stingray. I thought we were going to stay in large groups today. Sea lion. Safety in numbers, right? Manatee. I got it. 4 groups of 5. That's a good split. I suggest we never break into smaller groups than this. Dolphin. Agreed. Though yes for today. Otherwise we will group as one in the days to come. As well as tonight. We'll regroup tonight before sunset, say before first dog watch. Now back to the plan. Dolphin, using the map, points to the intersection in downtown. Now, remember, where the street show was, that will be here. It's the absolute center of downtown at Main Street and King Street. This will be your guide marker if you get lost. Remember, those 2 roads will bring you back to us here at downtown of Main Street and King Street. Now, once you do, Commerce Avenue, Community Street take you back here at where we're at now as we stand and speak. Boop. Dolphin, pointing at the fountain statue located on the map of the homeless sea creatures, to see and memorize, making it a common knowledge among them all. Hippo points at where Dolphin is pointing. So, that's the Alamo right there where we are now? Dolphin. Yep. Electric eel. Pretty cool to see it all laid out like this. Bull shark. Really legit. A1. Alligator. So, what are our teams, Dolphin? Dolphin, looking up, is handed a page of paper from Penguin. Dolphin begins to read off the paper. Dolphin. Alright, I made these teams. The list last night. Didn't take long. The homeless sea creatures curious grumble with questions. Sea otter. Ah, we can't pick? Great white. This isn't kickball. Gray whale. Basketball was yesterday. Sea otter. I know, I'm pissed. Blue whale. We know a flag football event. You know we got our eyes on you, bro. Octopus. Don't count me out. Dolphin. Gentlemen, as I was saying, yes, I already made the groups. The homeless sea creatures start to grumble. Dolphin. Reason being, I had to make sure the 4 of you were not grouped. Sea turtle. Which 4? Lobster. Honestly? Sea turtle. What? Ah. Bull shark smiles, orca chuckles, great white picks his teeth, manatee fixes his hat, albatross stretches his wings. Dolphin. As I was saying, to achieve optimum efficiency, I have assigned each team to a different part of the city. This will prevent doubling up and we'll be able to blanket the entire city in no time. The homeless sea creature circle around Dolphin as he uses the map to instruct and carry out the details of today's plan. Dolphin continues. Our first group, Team West, will canvass the western reaches of the big city here, north of Kings Avenue and south of Village Hill Boulevard. Your team is Blue Whale, Starfish. Your team is Blue Whale, Starfish, Orca, nice, Dolphin, Sea Lion, and Lobster. Sea Lion. We will have no problem babysitting this one. Starfish. How are we supposed to remember all this? Dolphin. Easy. Percy. Dolphin motions to Penguin. Penguin produces a notepad and removes a page from it. He hands it to Dolphin. Dolph hands it to Dolphin. This will have all your important info in areas and subject of interest. Who wants to? Orca. I got it. Sea Lion and Blue Whale will keep up with the expedition and all its parties. Dolphin. Just remember, Kings Avenue takes you back to downtown. And Blue Whale, and back to here. We get it, D. No worries. Dolphin looking over them, smiles and begins to continue his presentation of today's operations. Dolphin. Next, we have Team South, consisting of Gray Whale, Penguin, Octopus, Sea Turtle, and Electric Eel. Alligator. How am I not on that team? Dolphin. In time, Axel. Now, y'all. Manatee. There it is. Dolphin. Your area of interest is basically south of here is to comb the big city, following Main Street and Market Street south. Reporting on any of your fightings. Dolphin receiving another piece of paper from Penguin, looking to see who to gift with the responsibilities. Octopus comes forward. Octopus. We got this, Dolphin. Electric Eel. Yo, we get to go to Entertainment Avenue. Great White. Aw, man. Dolphin. Try not to go past Independence Boulevard. Dolphin looking back down at the map before speaking again. He points to the north side of the map and looks back. On our north side team will patrol north, just above Village Hill Boulevard, and not past College Street. Just stay along Main Street, but don't travel past the Gateway Bridge. Hammerhead. I feel like those two words cancel each other out. Dolphin. Team North is Bull Shark. Yeah, the Team North is Bull Shark, Alligator, Stingray, and Sea Otter. Bull Shark. My comfort zone. Sea Otter turns and talks with Bull Shark. Sea Otter. What do you mean, Bull Shark? I'm from the state of Illinois. Alton, Chicago. Sea Otter. I didn't know that. Bull Shark. Apparently the rumor is my cousin's along the St. Lawrence River in the Mattawata. Dolphin, who wants it? Dolphin holding the paper up for the one of the Team North to claim ownership. Both Bull Shark and Alligator reach for it. Bull Shark. Oh, do you? Alligator. I didn't know. I have no problem. Bull Shark. Nah, you can. It's cool. Please. Hippo walks forward and grabs the paper from Dolphin. Hippo. I got it, D. Or do you two got a problem with that? Bull Shark. Nah, of course not. Alligator. She does have the pockets. Bull Shark. She does have the pockets. Alligator. It's an impressive tracksuit. Stingray confronts Sea Otter. Stingray. No funny business today. Sea Otter holding his hands up. Sea Otter. Hey, I agree. No funny stuff. Believe me, I want a nice, calm day. Sea Turtle looking at the map, asking a question. Sea Turtle. Who's the group heading east? Dolphin turns to Sea Turtle and the Homeless Sea Creatures to address the question. Dolphin. Page turn, fail. Dolphin. Sorry. Team East will be myself with Hammerhead, Great White, Albatross, and Manatee. Great White. Nice. Albatross. You want me close by? Dolphin. I do enjoy your company, my friend. Albatross and Dolphin laugh. Hammerhead walks over. Hammerhead. Anything left to debrief us on? Dolphin. Nah, I don't believe so. Hammerhead. Oh. And the thought of breakfast has left with the wind. Bull Shark. Yeah, what happened to that plan? Some of the homeless sea creatures have begun to rumble and groan. Dolphin. And what do you think you hold in your hand with these pieces of paper? You have a list of locations. Go and seek them out. Find out what is true. What is up to date, if not up to date. Find out what is true, what is not true. What is lies and what flies. It's currently forenoon watch, right now as we speak. I would like for us to meet back here at first dog watch. We haven't a moment to lose. Dolphin jumps onto the ledge of the fountain, standing at the feet of the presidential statue. Places himself as he speaks. Dolphin. We are the homeless sea creatures, in fact. Sea Lion. What a pro. Dolphin. We shall not be forgotten. We won't fall under the weight of conflict. We shall rise as the sun above the world we stand upon and share with others alike and alive. Now is our time of rebirth. Even if our worlds fall silent, they will not be forgotten. We begin a new chapter. Let's write that chapter. Blue Whale. What a pro. The homeless sea creatures cheer as with renewed strength and life in Dolphin's words. On empty stomachs can breathe life and move mountains. Today, they were much needed. Dolphin. Now, let's see what our city has to offer. She is beautiful. Starfish. Aquarius. Hippo. The best. Axel. Let's round up the expedition party. Sea Turtle. Oi! Otto! Gray Whale. Wait a second. Lobster. What a pro. The homeless sea creatures are energized and renewed with vigor. They collect themselves and their things. Dolphin addresses one last time among the homeless sea creatures as they leave. Dolphin. It's just past forenoon watch. The day is still young. May Poseidon bless us on our travels. All of the homeless sea creatures. May Poseidon bless us in all our travels. The homeless sea creatures pray and disperse. Penguin. Why is he all maritime today? Octopus. We are sea creatures. Sea Otter. Nothing wrong with practice. Alligator. Did you catch him reading Das Boot? Gray Whale. Electric Eel. You ready? Electric Eel. I'm coming. Orca. I overheard him quoting Greyhound. Stingray. Tom Hanks? Orca. Yeah. Manatee. What a pro. Peace and jaw love. All later. Great White. Alright, Dolphin, what's the plan? The homeless sea creatures disembark going in 4 different directions. Dolphin smiles, feeling pleased with himself, leading his group east as intended. Orca and Blue Whale leading their team west across the King's Avenue over the water. Sea Otter beginning to tell a joke as the team heads north across the water up Main Street. Octopus and Gray Whale lightly argue as Penguin leads them south down Main Street in the opposite direction. Dolphin stops walking at the corner of Kings Avenue and Market Street to address them. Dolphin. Besides splitting up the four in leading them away from the pawn shop area, and indeed the pawnbroker with a hunger for profit, whose eyes saw dollar signs yesterday with our family members. Great White. We are to explore that area? Dolphin. That we are, but not for the reasons other than survival. Hammerhead. So what's our first stop? You got the list, don't you, Dolphin? Manatee. I do, actually. Did you have a follow-up point, Dolphin? Dolphin. I did. As I'm sorry to reveal that I got all of you to not forget we have no destination tonight to have our sleep in peace. Enjoy today, for I know not what our evening will bring. Alligator. Well then, let's get on with the tour then. The homeless sea creatures descend into the city. Dolphin, manatee, alligator, hammerhead, and great white continue their walk heading down Kings Avenue, just a quarter past the beginning of forenoon watch. And that is the end of Act 1, ladies and gentlemen. Ta-da! Tune in next time for Act 2, when we will return, of course, to the homeless sea creatures in Episode 3, Act 2. Written by yours truly. Woo. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. Subscribe, like, share, whatever, all that fun stuff. Even donate to the links below to keep art and entertainment alive. At least to this impresario's heart. And with that, join us next time for Act 2 of Episode 3, No Trespassing, of the Homeless Sea Creatures. And with that, everyone, peace and joy love.